Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. In the last episode, I was headed up here to grab something, and then night hit me just before I got here. So you talk to this guy, he'll give you a blue crystal in exchange for your white ones. Now, it's blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-die. It just keeps freezing, doesn't it? I don't know why it keeps doing that. Maybe it's because I got too many other things running at the same time, I don't know. Love this music, man. It's 150 hearts. So, I figure since I got the hearts, I'm gonna go ahead and grab me some laurels while I'm here. Because laurels are good. They grant temporary invincibility. So that's always a good thing to have, especially when there's parts where... Because there's parts of this game where you have to take damage, you can't help it. But if you buy laurels, you can at least, you know... get away from some of that, kind of. I know there's a word for that. It's not extricate. Maybe it is extricate. I don't know. Just get rid of some of it. Anyway. So you leave this town, actually head east. You're gonna find yourself in a graveyard. Ew. This is nasty. And if you take some of that garlic that you have and drop it here, a person appears. He says, "I'll give you this silver knife to save your neck." Right on. Now we have a silver knife. Let me see how many hearts this expels. Yeah, that uses a heart to do that, so... use it sparingly, or maybe not at all. But at least now you have it there, so you got a long-range weapon. For whatever that could possibly be worth in a game like this. See you later. So, oh, and if he kept going, I should have shown that, but I didn't. I could go back and show it. If you keep going in that cemetery, you'll hit a dead end. And basically, it's just a jump that you can't make. But it looks like there's something over there. And, well, it turns out there is. Because basically, this entire world circles on itself. If you keep going in one direction, eventually... you end up right back where you were. So, but that's, it's very grand scale. I mean, the world is extremely huge. So the odds of you noticing that straight away is next to nothing. I mean, you pretty much have to be at the end of the game before you ever discover that. Now be careful here. Oh, not here. Because there is a point where you're going to walk onto the next screen. You're going to find yourself right on top of a lake. And, you know, if you keep walking, you're just gonna fall into it and die, so you don't want that to happen. There it is. So now, we have to kneel while holding the blue crystal. Reveals a secret passage! This they actually do tell you in the game that you can do. Back to holy water here. There's nothing over there. So what day are we on anyway? Is this day 3? Don't have to worry too much about that. I don't think we're going to beat it in 7 days, I tell you that. I don't know, man. Not if I'm going to try to 100% this, like, because I want to 100% it. Which I feel like I've already screwed up doing that. Just because of not buying that first dagger. I'm just always in the habit of jumping when I see a column in the background there. Makes perfect sense, really. Ugh. Ugh. Boy, look at all the stuff on the screen right now. Ugh. You really have to be careful with those jumps. Nervous, man. I think there's actually like a shortcut through this mansion, but offhand I don't really remember what it is. At least we know these blocks aren't invisible. Pretty much glean that much. Oh! Okay, thanks a lot, dude. Oh! Man. was supposed to stay up there. Oh, look at this. Good lord, man. You know, when you look at the maps of these places, they don't seem that intimidating. It's just like, oh, go up the stairs here, down the stairs there, you got it. But when you're inside of here, you can only see like one screen at a time. I'll tell you what, man. It's more than a little intimidating. Thank goodness we're pretty much one-shotting everything here, so not to waste too much time. Ooh. I don't know, man. I haven't picked up the oak stake yet. I'm getting a little concerned. I might have missed it. These jumps are a pain in the ass. Try to avoid them if you can. Well, you can't really avoid them. I don't know why I said that. It's just do them, you know? Garlic in the graveyard summons a stranger. Well, there you go. So not all of the clues are complete gibberish, although a lot of them definitely are. I don't have the oak stake. I don't believe this, man. I should have brought a spare when I was on the way out of the last mansion, because that is one strategy that's actually, like, fairly, you know, notable. Something that people do. A lot of people do it. Apparently I didn't. So now we have to backtrack. Oh, the joy of Castlevania 2, let me tell you. I was trying to kill all three of you in one whipping there, but you came at me too fast. Now I gotta sit here and do all this again? Good lord, man. I knew I should have made that one jump. That one jump where I was saying I should have done that or whatever, but I didn't. Fall off here. I don't even care anymore. Is he down here by some chance? I never came this way. You know what? I never came this way. Yeah, this is it, alright. He's probably down here too, yeah, that little stinker. So watch out for these spikes, man. So you can't actually hold more than one oak stake at a time. So otherwise you could just buy all 5 at once and be done with it. Nope. Oop. Jeez. Don't scare me like that, man. Yeah, this is just, I don't know, man. There's something about this game. I mean, it is an adventure game. It's not like the first... You know, I mean, there's not, like, stages. I mean, well, I don't know, though. It's like, there's really nothing that I can say that Egoraptor didn't say 10 times better in his sequelitis, but... You know... It's just, I feel like, the gameplay is mostly still there. It's, you know, you jump, you got little block puzzles. I mean, the first Castlevania didn't have tricky block jumps like this one does. But I don't even think that those block jumps are really that bad. They're just kind of there, you know? And they had to do something to compensate for the fact that you were basically kind of, sort of... I don't even know. Well, they had to compensate for the fact that the game is just so easy compared to the first one. So at least they, made an honest... Well, I don't know if I'd say they made an honest attempt. Some people would say, well, they just didn't care. But, I mean, back then, everybody cared. I think they were just experimenting with something. And maybe they got in a little over their heads at the time, I don't know, But honestly, I mean, when I had this game as a kid, I played it hundreds of times, and I had fun with it. I didn't care about things like, game design, or whether or not a monster was well thought out or something. I mean, how much can you really do with a monster when you're on a side-scrolling... It's like they can walk left, they can walk right, they can shoot projectiles, I mean, I don't know. Like, there's only so much you can do. So, and I think, you know, all things considered, I mean, sure, there's ways maybe that they could have improved it, but I got my money's worth for it, I'll tell you that. So I would never consider this to be a really shitty game. Like, I mean, I wouldn't like steadfastly hate it the way that some people would. Maybe. I guess. I don't know. Okay, this jump here. Ooh. Yup. I don't know what happens if you somehow get over there, but probably nothing. Shit. Shit. That means I lose all my hearts. You start right back where you died. I mean, thank goodness for that, but boy. All the hearts gone. All your experience, too. Not that I had any of that. If I did, I wouldn't have known it. Can you gain experience in this area? No, you can't. This area is too easy for you, they said. Alright. I don't know if that changes when it goes to night. Probably not. So we need to get out of here. We've pretty much done everything there is to do east of the starting point now. So now we head west. I probably should have mentioned that from the beginning. If the town you started, you can go east or you can go west. But the general consensus is you go east first. Because if you go west, I mean, if you go west one screen, you're going to see monsters that will pretty much destroy you right from the get-go. So you're going to know right away this is not the way I'm supposed to go. And dude. Just now we have all this backtracking, it's like, good lord, man. I never much minded backtracking either. I can see why people would make a case against it, but you know, at the end of the day, it's really like, well, yeah, I don't know. It's like playing the game a second time, basically. And Lord knows I've done enough of that. I tend to play games, like when I was a kid, I played games over and over again. Just like sometimes even in one sitting, I would go through the same one 2 or 3 times. Well, how often do I really do that? Because I never did it with Link to the Past, I know that, but I guess there were some other, like the Mega Man games, you know. Lord knows, God, how many times did I play those? Lose count. Probably in a single summer I could have played those as many as 50 times. Through the entire game, like of Mega Man 3 or Mega Man 2. Something about this little area here, I like this little lake here and the platforms over it. It's kind of atmospheric. Atmospheric always struck me as a really stupid word. It's like no matter where you go, there's an atmosphere there. It might not be a nice atmosphere, but there's an atmosphere. So what's the point of calling something atmospheric? Like everything is atmospheric. That would be like saying, well, let me think. Well, I don't know. It's like going outside and saying, well, it sure is temperature-ic. You know, or something. I don't know. Okay, are we back yet? We got one more screen to go through. Still not gaining any experience. We need to advance. This is why sometimes I like to go left first. Even though, really, I mean, I don't know. The way you're equipped at the start of the game, I don't think that... I mean, it may be possible to survive that screen, but I sure wouldn't know. I tried it, like, last week, but I didn't have any luck whatsoever in actually doing it. I didn't write down where the dagger was. But I'm not going to use it anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just the level 1 dagger. The dagger that I got now from the guy in the cemetery, that's the level 2 dagger. And I believe it does damage equivalent to the Thorn Whip. Okay, these guys here. This. this is the screen here that's gonna set you back and you say, nope, you don't go this way yet. And I believe, yes, we gain experience here now. So now we get to try out our handy-dandy laurels here. Because normally you walk through here, you're going to be taking damage. Plus you walk really slow through the swamp. Now this is a good grinding spot here. It's back and forth. Get your hearts. Go out and back in again. Get the hearts. And just keep doing this. And it's a tremendously good spot. Especially if you're going for the Morning Star, which I actually am. And since I died, I lost all my hearts, but somehow I'm back up to 156 already. I don't know how that happened, but I guess I just killed that many monsters on the way in. We should be able to get there, the rest of the hearts on the way there. Sure, I'll take you to a good place. I said that sooner than it appeared on screen, so no, I'm not desynced. Although it's going to be a hell of a time trying to keep this synced. Because all the times the game froze. It seems to be doing okay now, but I tell you, for a while there. Okay, this is a nice town, but there's really nothing here. Except for that guy. We should go ahead and do that now, I guess. Since it's daytime and everything. I'd like to exchange a blue crystal for a red one. That doesn't make any sense unless it's me saying that. Because he's given me the red one. So, like, he's not exchanging a blue one, he's exchanging a red one. I'm sick of these fucking blobs! Oh, something else I should probably mention. If you equip Dracula's Bone, you get a shield. See there? Cool, huh? And that pretty much blocks fireballs. This down here is a dead end, but I'm going to go anyway. Because there's something I can get here. These 2 blocks down there are invisible. I'm going to try to... Yes! And there's 2 more. Those 2 right there, okay. I think that's all of them. I mean, you know, you could still fall into the swamp and you'd still survive and be okay. So really not that huge of a deal. There, see that? Nice. Who would have thought Simon Belmont with a shield? You don't see that in any other castle. Well, I don't know. I don't want to be too quick to assume. Maybe one of the other Metroidvania games has that. But this is the only game I've ever seen it. Here it is, another dead end. What are we doing here? Well, notice it's a cemetery. Maybe we should drop some garlic. Hello! I'll give you a silk bag. Well, thanks. So now we can hold more garlic and more laurels. I think our maximum capacity before was 4. And now it's 8. Oof. I think I'm gonna die here. I'm not sure. Yeah. Shoot. Can you warp me back to the beginning, please? Oh no, you're just gonna put me right in the middle of it all. Oh! And just when things can't get any worse, man. Good lord. Can you just, like, clear the screen? Here. Get us out of here. Am I still holding my shield? I'm not. Oh, because I put it on Drax's heart by accident. Oh, now we gotta go the hard way back out of this. Oh, it's so painful. It's so painful that all the blocks in the room turn red. Like, seriously, is that just the way they look when you're in that much pain? Or is the pain just oozing out of me so much that it's, like, affecting the environment? Yeah, that would be a better example. Like, you know, if you just went around and said this place is environmental, that wouldn't make any sense. But saying this place is atmospheric is basically the same thing. Seems like it. I don't know. It's like, okay, it has an atmosphere, it is an environment, but you can't make a. It's like somebody decided they wanted to make a word into an adjective just by adding ick on the end of it, you know. Okay, Simon's pretty whippic. This town is pretty darkic. No, that doesn't work. Because dark is already an adjective. Alright. So I guess we get to grind again for a while. Now, how are we doing? We have enough hearts. Do we gain experience here? I don't know, it doesn't look like we do. 75. Look again. No, we do gain experience here. Okay, I guess I'll be doing this for a little while then. Maybe we should just stop the video there and we can come back in the morning and get the morning star. That sounds good, I think I'll do that. Yeah, I didn't plan on going this far with this game so far today, but here we are. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. Jeez, say bye already.